this lesson I'm going to show you the song Indescribable. It's a song written by Laura Story and covered by Chris Tomlin, who kind of made it popular, and I'm sure by now you've probably heard of it. It's kind of an oldie goldie praise and worship song, but I'm going to show you the electric guitar parts. I got a request recently from someone who's working through the song, and they wanted help on the signature lick and some of the other stuff. So I'm going to show you the signature lick of the song and then talk through some of the unique chord shapes and how that actually fits into another lesson that I did called the E minor slide, and show you how those chords that we did in that lesson apply to this song and make it interesting. So let's start with the signature lick. I'm capo 3 using G chord family chords. So I'm going to be in the 5th hand position relative to the capo, which actually puts me the real fret 5, 7, 8, which makes sense. 5th fret relative to capo 3 is 8. So you're going to start on the 3rd string. Let me play it for you so you can hear it, and then we'll talk through it. So start on that 3rd string. You're going to hammer on. If you'd like to slide, you can slide as well. That's an option for you. So you'll hammer on. Pinky will catch right below it on the 11. And then ring on the 10. It's all pretty quick. Pop that ring finger up. Be ring finger on the 3rd, pointer on the 2nd string. And then jump right up to the 3rd string. And then from here, you can either hammer onto that ring finger, or you can just play the ring finger. So here's the whole thing slowly, and I will do the hammer on for both the beginning and the last note. I'll do it again. Pop that up, pointer, pop that up. If you'd rather just hit the last note instead of doing the hammer on, that's okay too. So that's the signature lick of the song. You'll hear it over and over, and when you hear that, you know what song it is without question. The piano plays it in the track, but you can also follow it with guitar as well. Let's talk about the chords too that are used on the verse, because they're a little bit unique. And again, if you saw the E minor slide lesson a little while ago, you'll recognize these chords. What's happening, instead of just playing G chords, you're going to play these E minor slide chords. So what's going to happen, it's going to follow basically the shape of a bar chord in the 5th string position, so that's a minor shape, but you're going to focus on the pointer finger and on the middle finger and mute out the rest with your pointer finger. So there's a little bit of an arch. You're just getting that note, muting out everything else, and then middle finger gets... So you essentially have your bass note and then a note to tell you whether the chord is major or minor. So that's minor, and then right next door, that would be a major chord. So on the right chords, of course, we'll play major, and on the 6 and the 2, we'll play minor chords. Now what I do, this isn't in the song, but it just helps me remember, and it's in the previous lesson too. I use this ring finger right below the pointer, just like a normal 5th string position bar chord, and have a triad. So from there, you can see what shape that you want. You don't have to use that, but you can. So it's going to go 6 minor, 5 over 7, again, if you don't want that pinky there, it's just make it look like a minor, which it isn't really, but for this one chord, that's what you'll do. And then it's right next door to your 1. So your 5 over 7 is right next door to your 1. 2 minor takes on the minor shape. Go back to the 1. And then you'll go to a flat 7 chord. It looks just like the 1, you just shoot it back a whole step. And then from here you'll go to a 4 chord and then to a 5 chord, or kind of your C into a D. Or so you're just following the shapes depending on, you know, where you're going in major or minor. That's all you're doing. The only slash chord is the 5/7, which is a little different. So let me play the whole thing so you can see it all worked out. 2 minor, 1, flat 7, and your 4/5. So that takes care of your verses using the E minor slide positions, and then when you get to the chorus it's real big, so you can just use normal G chord family chords there. So that's all there is to it, and that's the song Indescribable for electric guitar.